such a wonderful night to be celebrating South Asian trailblazers just like yourself, so I have to bring the energy. Speaking of, can you describe how you're feeling seeing the impact of the progress unfold? South Asian media is redefining representation right now. How are you feeling on a night like this?
Tonight feels really surreal. I mean, when I grew up and I watched the Oscars, there was no one that looked like me. And I'd watch TV shows, there was no one that looked like me unless they were like the butt of the joke. The fact that we have all shown up enough and then we've gotten the opportunity to get a job, that we have opened doors for each other, empowered each other, fought for each other, and then the domino effect of that results in a night like tonight, where there is now so many of us that we have to have a party for all the Oscar nominees that are South Asian. That is sick. And the fact that this little girl that grew up not seeing herself has to host that party. Like, I'll get emotional. It's very surreal.
It's absolutely incredible. And I'm sure there's so much different South Asian media that you have seen and you wish there was a larger light on. Could you pick out a few? It could be a song, it could be a movie that you've seen that you wish had more hype around it.
Ooh.
I'm sure there's a lot. You can go through it.
Wow. I'll be very honest with you. I have been in such a work tunnel. And when I work, I show up and I work, and then when I'm done work, I literally disappear out into the world, into little places, and I have no screens, no nothing, to fully disconnect. I don't even know if I can answer your question. I feel terrible.
No, don't worry.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well,
you should just tell me what to say so I can help elevate anything that you feel is important. Oh my gosh.
no, it's all about you. Don't even worry. It's all right. Well, are you familiar with the Oscar nominees?
Some of them.
Was there any you were really excited to see nominated?
I mean, To Kill a Tiger. So I used to work at the United Nations as a human rights and refugees officer. I worked particularly with women and children, and I did a lot of work around women's rights and in India. And so the fact that there is this big of a spotlight being shone, I'm going to get so sad. I don't mean to get sad. It's just really important, and it shows why TV and film are such important mediums, and when we use it right, we can change lives, we can change policy, we can make real change. So seeing that it's nominated, seeing all of the incredible South Asian actors and talent that have come out and put their names on it to bring more awareness and recognition, that's the power, again, of this community. It's phenomenal.
All right, thank you so much, Hannah. You're such an icon, and you really do contribute.
You're so sweet.
I love you. I really do.
So sweet.
Yeah, of course. Have an amazing night. Yeah. How are you doing tonight?
Good, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. The Last Airbender, let's talk about it, because that was your most recent project.
Yes.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love you. How was it like working on such a, I feel like, great recreation of an original show?
Oh, well, Avatar The Last Airbender obviously is like the fanboys and girls, the fan people came out, and a lot of them had thoughts, strong thoughts about the show. I didn't grow up with it. I was doing music, and I was in New York. I was sort of in my 20s when the show came out. But my kids have been into it. My son's name is Boomy, which is the character that I played. It was just an honor. I'm glad. I hope that we get to hit some of these conventions and meet the fans who did appreciate what we did and took a lot of hard work, and I'm super proud to be in it and to have watched the young people in it really shine.
Yeah, for sure. And it for me, it redefined representation, and it really showed everyone that how good it was. So tonight is a celebration of South Asian trailblazers like yourself who are redefining representation. Can you describe the impact of seeing this process unfold and how you're just feeling in general?
I feel super grateful and blessed. I hope next year we have double the nominees. This man over my right shoulder, Cal Penn, we've worked together. We've worked side by side now, and he's somebody who I look up to and consider a hero in the business. So for me personally, to be able to share the space with people that I admire so much is surreal. But then also to know that 20 years ago this was impossible, truly, and that now in the last 10 years or so, we've really galvanized as a community where it's cool to be at Paramount, wear Indian clothes, and celebrate that. So I'm kind of over the moon right now. It's a dream.
100%. I'm so happy for you guys and the representation that's
One
going
more.
on.
Come on.
One more. Okay, sorry. You can tell I'm nervous. I love you so much.
I know you're shaking.
Oh my God,
You're shaking so much.
I need to tell you, I sing Magic in Me.
Okay.
It's my
Then
shower
just
song.
say that
It is
shit.
my shower song.
Say the shit before you start,
Yes.
so you're not nervous.
Okay, I'm not nervous anymore.
Okay, it's all good.
All right, so my last question, it's kind of a hard one, but if you had to choose one piece, or it can be a few pieces of South Asian media, it can be a song and dance film that you want to honor in a larger light, what would it be?
Heems has a new album. It's out right now. It is freaking the best rap album I've heard of the year. Heems, Heems, Heems. Himanshu Suri. He's also got a magazine and a lifestyle brand out. That man is murderous on the microphone. Hari Kondabolu, who's behind me in line, is an incredible stand-up comedian. He's my favorite stand-up. No offense to Hassan, but Hari's got jokes. And then I love Ritu's work in Polite Society and also in Umbrella Academy. But the number one shout out, because I'm fanboying hard on the Mike Flanagan universe right now. Flanagan? I don't know, the House of Haunted Hill stuff, is Rahul Kohli, who's in Midnight Mass, The Fall of the House of Usher, Haunting of Bly Manor. That dude is devilishly handsome and very charming. So I love his work. He knows because I text him all the time. See, I don't give a shit about being a fan. If you're a fan, be a fan.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It feels good. It feels good to hear, and it feels good to share that energy.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Oh, thank you. They're fake, but I appreciate it. I love everything about your look going on tonight.
I just love everything about you.
Oh, yes, exactly. Same here. No, for sure. But you are honestly redefining representation with film, like with the show Never Have I Ever, with so many different things that you do. And as tonight is a celebration for South Asian trailblazers like yourself, can you describe the feeling and impact of watching this process unfold?
Watching the process unfold? Oh my goodness. I mean, I was just talking about this with someone else, but I never want to sugarcoat it. Yes, it is incredible to see the progress that's been made and to be a part of the movement, and yet it is a challenge every single day. It is so difficult. And I just feel so inspired by my colleagues who are here tonight and the work that people have been doing consistently every day to carve a place for our community in this industry. And, there's so many people who have paved the way for me, and that's all I can hope to do, is to be able to do that for others.
That is incredible. You definitely are paving the way, in my personal opinion. So what is one piece of South Asian media from the past year that you want to honor in a larger light and feel like shouting out, if you could think of it?
Yes, I've been shouting it out for the whole red carpet. And I feel like it's weird because I'm not even part of the movie. But Polite Society is my favorite movie of the year, if not decade. And I'm really sad that, I'm not sad, I should say that it's incredible, the film that they've made. And I just want to be able to shout them out right now. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing night. Thank you. I absolutely love your whole look tonight. It is so wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course. So tonight is a celebration of South Asian trailblazers just like yourself who are redefining representation. Can you describe the impact of seeing this progress unfold and how you're feeling?
Yeah, I think exactly as you said, this is a night that isn't just celebrating South Asians, but it's celebrating our incredible, complex diversity. Honestly, this sets the precedent for Asian stories, specifically South Asian stories. As you can see, we're from an eclectic mix of backgrounds, accents, styles, and that's what our community is all about. So to be so diversely represented within our community and during Oscars week is phenomenal.
I absolutely love it. And what is one piece of South Asian media, it could be a song, it could be a dance, it could be a film, that you wish had more of a larger light in the industry?
Wow, there are so many things that I wish had bigger moments. I think the film My Beautiful Laundrette, I know that's a little bit of a throwback, but yeah, I think more people should go and see that. I don't know, emerging female writers, directors, producers in the South Asian community. I think that yes, diversity has been celebrated, but there's still a long way to go when you think about sort of female South Asian trailblazers. So hopefully I can be a part of that story, but really I'd love that for my peers, and I'd love to see more of that.
100%. And since it is pre-Oscars, do you have any predictions or anyone you are really excited to see and, hope win?
Oh my goodness. I don't want to be biased. I couldn't make any predictions this evening, but I know this sounds really cliche, and I, as an Asian, I'm gonna struggle with this one, but it's not about the winning. It's about the taking part. And I can hear my father now coming to run after me but truly it really is. Everyone tonight has made such an effort, has absolutely dedicated themselves to the craft. To even be on this level is just phenomenal. So I really do hope that they take that moment and genuinely, it doesn't matter who wins tonight, to get to this level, especially within our community, is phenomenal. And I really hope that every person who's nominated today just really takes that in.
100%. Thank you so much. Have a lovely night. Thank you so much. Congratulations. It's such a big and I feel like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has brought so much great stuff for you as a person. I see the Funko Pop all the time. How was it like seeing your character as a Funko Pop? Can you explain that reaction to me?
It was very crazy. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. The whole Spider-Man thing was so interesting because I was obviously a fan of it as a kid, and I didn't realize how much the character in general means, how much Spider-Man means to people. And then to have an Indian Spider-Man, it just blew up this whole group of people that didn't feel like they were represented. So I just feel so lucky to be a small part of that whole phenomenon. Yeah, it's so exciting.
It's so incredible. So tonight we're celebrating South Asian trailblazers like yourself, who are redefining representation. Can you describe the impact of seeing this progress unfold and how you're just feeling tonight and in general?
I feel so happy and hopeful. These kind of nights, it fills up your cup, and still, there's so much more representation, but we still don't get to work with each other a lot. That's still a rare thing that you get to collaborate as much. So these kind of nights you get to say that you're a fan to people that you haven't worked with yet, and you get to hang out, and it removes the mentality that used to be there when I started, where you felt like everyone was competition and there was scarcity. Nights like this remind you oh, there's room for everyone, there's a place maybe now, and so it's a really nice feeling.
I love it so much. I'm curious, what was your initial reaction when you saw that you guys were nominated and you were on that list?
I'll be honest, I watched the first movie, I was a big fan, and it won the Oscar, and then I saw this movie and I'm I think it's as good if not better. So part of me was I think it'll get nominated. Will it win? I don't know, and I'm hopeful, and we'll see. But I wasn't as surprised. But it's just my honest response. But I have no idea what's going to happen on Sunday. Yeah.
No, of course. You have to commend your own work. It's amazing. Speaking of the Oscars, is there any other predictions you have or nominations that you were oh my gosh, you really look forward to?
I really loved American Fiction. That was maybe one of my favorite movies, so I was really happy for all its nominations and for Sterling and everything. It was the movie that I've watched it twice now. It's really stayed with me, and there's so much that it had to say not only about black people in America, but any person of color. So I thought it was done so smartly, and it's so many of the scenes have stayed with me, so I'm happy that's... And it's a first-time filmmaker, and it's just nice to see that get recognition.
Thank you so much, Karan. Have a nice night. You're so gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. It's good makeup and a good makeup and hair team.
It's all you. Trust me.
Thank you.
So tonight is a celebration of South Asian trailblazers, just like yourself, who are just redefining representation. Can you describe the impact of seeing this progress unfold and just how you're feeling tonight?
It's been a long night since we waited for times like this to happen. People think it's overnight, and it's no, it's not. And I think everyone in this room tonight knows just how much, of paying your dues and struggles and being brave, being courageous, to follow your dreams and to find a place at the table where everyone's included. It's so important that we cheer each other on. Because sadly sometimes there's still divisions, and it shouldn't be that way. So it warms my heart to see events like this happening, where you can come together as a family, as community, where you can cheer each other on, where you feel valued and seen and appreciated, but so inspired. Like, it makes my heart smile so much to be in a room filled with such talented people from our community and doing well. Because when one great thing happens for one of us, it's a win-win for everyone. And it's so awesome and amazing. And for me, it never ceases to inspire me to, keep pursuing those childhood dreams that I thought, if anyone told me that one day I was going to play Princess Jasmine in Once Upon a Time, or, work with Dan Fogelman and Alan Menken in Gallivant, I never would have believed it. I was that, pimply, awkward girl in school. And there's a lot of good people in my life, our mentors, our teachers, my family. It takes a village. I'm standing here having the honor of talking to you ladies because of a lot of kind people. And that started with my family. It started people within our community too. So to be in this room tonight is just, like I said, it may have taken one hell of a long night to get here, but it feels so good to acknowledge each other and cheer each other on.
What a beautiful answer. You're wonderful, and you are definitely a role model for so many people who see you in the roles that they see you in. Like you said, you never imagined yourself in these things, but here you are doing it. What is one piece of South Asian media from the past year that you wish had more of hype in the world, and that you want to honor in a larger light?
What types of projects?
Yeah.
It's trying to find, I think first of all, supporting our filmmakers, our storytellers is so important, because we have so many wonderful stories that may seem personal, but actually when you write and talk about our personal stories, there's a common theme that's so universal. There's something, that's what so makes up our world so beautiful, is that we are in a diverse world, and that there are diverse stories not only from our community but from everyone else too. And I think it's important that we especially support the filmmakers and storytellers to get those stories out, so that we can advocate, so that we can cheer on, so that we can spread the good word, And that's what being part of this community should be about, is really helping one another. My mom's always brought me up to say, be kind and have courage. It's not easy to be kind. You have to be really courageous to be kind. But it's about helping each other. And I know I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for good people helping me to be here. So if I can do that and have the honor of telling any of these stories or working with them, I'm so excited. And what an honor.
So incredible. See you later tonight. Have such a fun night. Thank you so much. So I want to say congratulations on Vanity Fair.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course. So tonight is all about celebration of South Asian trailblazers just like yourself. Can you describe the impact of seeing this progress unfold and how you're feeling?
I'm feeling really excited. I'm honored to be executive producer this year on one of the Oscar-nominated films. It's called To Kill a Tiger, and it is so moving. The first time I watched it, I just cried the full 2 hours. And so I'm really excited to celebrate that film tonight and all of the other amazing successes by my peers.
Do you remember your reaction to the nomination, what you were doing in that exact moment?
I was sleeping. And then I remember waking up to all these texts like, oh my God, congratulations. I'm like, what happened? I didn't do anything. And then I saw the news and I was just like, shocked, but in a good way. But also I'm like, of course, it's such an incredible film, such an important story, and it deserves to be recognized.
100%.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So in your eyes, obviously, there is so much impactful South Asian media that has been coming out this past year. In your personal opinion, what has been the most important to you?
I think it's just amazing to see that there's actually space now for us to tell our stories, because we're over 1 billion people. And we don't have one particular story, and we're just beginning to scratch the surface of all of the richness that we are. And so it's just exciting that we get to live in a time where we can actually do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night. So tonight's just a celebration of South Asian trailblazers, and I want to know, what is the importance of showing off all the representation in the media that usually isn't shown up?
Well, growing up, I mean, I never saw anybody who looked like me on television or in the movies. And so when the film Harold and Kumar Went to White Castle came out, we were all so excited that it was an Indian lead character. And it's funny because today is the 20th anniversary of Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, and to see how the industry has evolved over time. And now there's so many more South Asians in the industry. It's just incredible because I know that people like my daughter will be able to see people who look like her on television. And that's why we're having the event tonight, to kind of recognize the importance of us being represented in Hollywood. We haven't been for years, but now we're here and we're growing, and cheers to more diversity and inclusivity, and our community growing in Hollywood.
I love it. And in your eyes, what do you think was the most, there's been so many in the past year, but the most impactful moment, show, song for South Asian representation of within the last year to you?
Well, I think Never Have I Ever was just so exciting for all of us. We've never had a show like that really kind of, demonstrated what life is like for the young South Asian teens. So I think that was very exciting for our community. It was a full South Asian cast. So that was a great show. And just seeing more South Asians on TV. Utkarsh, who's a host tonight, he's on the TV show Ghost and is doing really well. And we were all so excited when he was in Pitch Perfect. But to see his career grow and continue on, I think was great for us too. But in terms of the most impactful, of course, Never Have I Ever. That's really been a show representing our community.
Yeah. And this is a pre-Oscar party, so I do have to ask, what are your predictions for the Oscars? Is there any nominees you're really excited about? Because a few are here tonight.
They are. Well, To Kill a Tiger, the documentary has been nominated, and it's just an amazing, inspirational story. It's like a love letter from a father to his daughter, and I've met the team from the film, and many of them are here tonight. So, I have a prediction that they'll do pretty well. I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm obviously rooting for them, and I think they'll do well.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Yes.
I hope that was helpful, guys.
Of course it was. Yes. Have a great night.
Thank you. Yeah.
My first question is, tonight is a celebration of South Asian trailblazers just like yourself, who you really redefined representation. Can you describe seeing the impact of this progress unfold and how you're just feeling today?
It's absolutely amazing. It's insane. It's insane. What's happened in the last, say, 5 years is way crazy. And I understand and I know that it's come from a serious amount of foundation building, but it's really beautiful to see. I'm really excited. I want to see what all these people make, what they do, what they're free to create now, and how they can change the world, because it's a very active and interesting bunch, and I'm just super excited and happy to be part of it.
I absolutely love it so much. And there's so much South Asian media that has come out within just the past year, but we can go beyond it. Is there any, it could be a song, it could be a dance, it could be a film that you wish was honored in a larger light in a night like this?
There's so many. I can't really answer that question. There's so much that has happened, and there is so much that has not happened, that it's not fair to answer that question, really. But what I can say is that I'm really happy for what has happened. What we have made possible is amazing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a nice night.
You too.